So hey there, thought I'd give a little garden tour. Here about a month ago, my nephew stopped by and he gave me some tips, and it seemed to help pretty good. So it's not a big garden, but it's my first garden in a long time. So we've got some bell pepper. This is Anaheim chilies. Nothing yet. These are some Big Jim chilies, and they weren't doing very good at all. So I ended up taking all the leaves off it. I used a little nitrogen, Coop Poop, I think is the product, and put it on it. And now these are all new regenerated leaves, and they're growing good. He's a little guy, but he's still doing pretty good. He looks nice. This one here is a Serrano. I'm not sure what they look like. I'm pretty sure I've had them, but we're gonna try those. And I believe that's another jalapeno. Over here we have some squash, I believe it is. They seem to be growing good. All these just kind of started growing in the past, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Seen some flowering, and after doing some trimming, and like I say, the little tips my nephew gave me, they're just sprouting and they're growing. This here, I think, is a zucchini, and even that one's starting to pop out now. And over there I got my pumpkins. We'll see how those go. I think I might have grouped everything too close together, but being the first time in a long time, I think it's a pretty good effort. This is my leaf letteds. I think it's a little late in the season. I think those, from what I learned, are early season, but they still look nice, and we cut them. We've tried them and they're really bitter, and from what I looked up, that's just because it's too late in the season. It's too hot. This is the cabbage here. That's forming a nice ball inside, so I'm really excited about that. It's fun to watch that grow, and it actually has been fun watching all this stuff grow. Something to check on every day, and water, and just some more stuff to learn, which has been nice, is just learning. I'll leave this hose here and I'll jump to the other one. So this guy, we couldn't find any strawberries, and we went to a farmer's market and they actually had some strawberries. So we got this, and when we bought it, it had 3 little strawberries. All 3 of them turned red. So that's all we got out of it. So it keeps growing and it looks pretty, but it's not producing anything. These are some corns. The deer ate the top of them off 2 different times, so I'm not sure how those are going to turn out. I need to make a cage for this. These are pinto beans, and all this stuff here on this side is from seed. So there's my pinto beans. I hope they work out good. My nephew was also telling me about 3 sisters, I believe is what it was called, and he plant beans, corn, and squash together, and they're supposed to kind of support each other. I didn't quite understand it, but I will look that up. I don't know if earwigs are good for the garden, but I've spotted this right now, and I've seen a couple different ones. I'll have to look up if those are good for your garden or not. This, I'm not sure what this is. This started growing. It looks pretty clumped up, so I don't know if it'll turn into anything, but it's something green. These here were radishes, and we picked a few, and they actually started flowering. So we picked a few, and they were real hot and real small. So I think those are going to be another late season, or actually early season crop. I spaced out some of these corns earlier because they were all just bunched up along the side. This here is either garlic or onions. So that's it for my little garden, but it is growing nice, and thank you to my nephew for the tips. Oh, I forgot to show you my eggplant. I'm really excited to see eggplants growing. I hope that produces. That plant looks a lot better. So anyways, like I was saying, thanks to my nephew for showing me some tips. It's been nice. These are Roma tomatoes, and these are like some bigger variety. They're called Better Boys. So those look pretty neat because they look like they're gonna end up being big tomatoes, which would be fun to have some big tomatoes. It'd also be fun to have big pumpkins. We'll see. Next year, definitely have to add more soil. This was full, but through settling, I ended up with this much. But hopefully we're here and we'll be able to keep doing some gardening and improving them. But for right now, it's definitely fun, definitely a good hobby. Thought I'd share that with you. That's about all I got. Thanks for watching.